This is CAF TV. Welcome, everybody. I'm Alex Bastivansky, bringing you all the action from the Canadian Academy of Football. Lots to get caught up on today. We've got big news regarding Epic FC, who played in the Ontario Cup Championship last weekend. Stay tuned for that. Also, I'll have a feature story on the backbone of Jenga Academy squad, Fernando Estrada. That's coming up later. But first, let's get to those Sport Check Matchday highlights. And after a one-week break, the Under-14 Supergroup resumed its schedule last weekend. Now, leading off was Epic taking on GCS. The game was originally supposed to feature CAP and GCS, but due to a scheduling conflict, the Epic Under-13 squad stepped in on short notice to take their place. And once again, they showed just how much depth that program has. Game highlights now brought to you by Sport Check. What are you sweating for? Rainy, cold, ugly. No, the conditions were not optimal last weekend, but the teams persevered. Second minute of play, GCS on the attack. Cameron Clarkson lets it fly, but it dribbles just wide of the far post. Soon after, Epic catches keeper Ivan Burgess out of position, but he gets back to smother the shot. And nothing he could do about this one, though. Ahmed Zaghloul sends it in. Pedro Aparicio slides it across from Michael Periscoroca, and this is about the easiest tap-in he'll ever get. 1-0 Epic FC. Then moments later, the GCS corner kick, Haydar Mohammed slides it undetected, but there's not much juice on that header, and it's easily handled by the Epic keeper. So, on to the second half of play we go. GCS makes it interesting. Brandon Wallace chips it for Cameron Warren, who floats a beauty in. Really nicely done. Tucks it just under the bar. GCS ties it up at 1. But then an uncharacteristic mistake by Burgess leads to the game winner. He can't handle the shot. Pops to Pedro Aparicio, who says thank you very much. Epic makes it 2-1. That would be all they'd need. So Epic Under-13 step in as a last-minute replacement and do a heck of a job against the older GCS squad. Nicely done, boys. 2-1 Epic, your final. The Epic Under-14s were up next, taking on DFC. Now, the last time these two squads matched up, the Dragons played first-place Epic tight for 80 minutes and dropped a 2-0 decision in a contest that really could have gone either way. They were looking to expand on that and hopefully come away with 3 points this time around. After that strong performance last time against Epic, DFC was looking to keep it going, and they looked good early on. Kai Vicari threads the ball out front to Liam McCarroll, but he fans on it, and Shafiq Wilson easily handles the shot. 7th minute, Sal Mazzaferro lays it off for Tristan Quattropani, but Alessandro Procaccini, who had a huge game for DFC, makes the stellar save to keep things scoreless. Then it was Carson Larrabee going to work as he flies past Trent Bass, crosses for Ronaldo Marshall, but he slides it just inches wide of the post. Then some anxious moments as Shafiq Wilson gets caught out of position, but Jordan Quintel can't deposit into the open net, and we're still deadlocked at 0. Just before the break, Procaccini gives the DFC cheering section a collective heart attack as he decides to come way out of his net to challenge Vilcini. But you know what? He gets the best of them, and the gamble pays off. So it was scoreless at the half as we head into the second, where Epic finally breaks through. Vilcini crosses, Procaccini and his defender collide in a real oopsie moment, and Washington unwraps the gift. Top break for DFC. 1-0 Epic through 44 minutes. Then it's Michael Washington charging in. He hammers it, but Procaccini just gets his fingertips on the ball to deflect it over. Told you Alessandro had a huge game. More evidence. 54th minute. Vilcini on the attack. Procaccini comes off his line to make another huge stop and keep it a 1-goal game. Epic was relentless, though. 58th minute, Marshall takes the nice feed, spots the unmarked Washington on the doorstep. Once again, it's an easy little tap-in for the boys in orange. They go up 2-0. 60th minute, now Mazzaferro floats one in and finds Marshall all alone, but Procaccini once again is the man for DFC as he makes the point-blank save. Beauty. Final minute of play, though. Bit of a soft call maybe here, perhaps. Alessandro and the Epic player collide. The official points to the spot. DFC parents did not like that call, obviously. Dylan Main takes it, calmly slots it home. Just another day at the office for Epic. 3-0 is your final. Afterwards, Sal Mazzaferro thought the team was a bit sluggish to start off with. Their minds obviously elsewhere a day after playing in the Ontario Cup Championship game.
We were a little shaky in the first half. We were definitely not on our game, but we really picked it up in the second half after our coach was having a good talk with us, and we were moving the ball around, got some nice goals, and we really picked it up. We were all so excited coming into today's game. We weren't focused or anything. We were all just talking about yesterday. So, and then in the second half, we sort of got our mind off of it and we're really focused on the game today.
Welcome back to CAF TV. After a slow start to the season, Jinga Academy's play has improved substantially as of late. They won 2 weeks ago and they dropped a 3-2 heartbreaker their last time out. They were looking to keep the strong play going against CAP, but the boys from Guelph had their number from the opening kickoff. Just 3 minutes in, CAP's Mr. Everything, Nick O'Reilly, does all the heavy lifting here. He lays it off out front for Luke Creighton. Like clockwork, 1-zip CAP strong out of the gate. Jinga starts to crank it up though. Matin Fagani to Logan Reich, who fires a tricky shot from 25 yards out, but Callum Knox gets down to deny him. Back and forth we go. Cap on the attack. Spencer Wright hammers it from distance, but right at Philip Gramenos, who easily handles the shot. 24th minute though, Gray Yates leads the charge over to O'Reilly, who lays it off for Creighton for the second time. He knocks it home, 2-zip for the boys from Guelph. Looking good. 3 minutes later, free kick Cap. Gramenos showing good mobility though as he scampers over to make the diving save and keep it a 2-goal difference. And then it's Creighton with the free kick, but once again, Gramenos is equal to the task. Then nice ball movement by Cap here as they move it around efficiently. But again, Gramenos is a rock on the back line for Jinga. He makes another nice stop. Just before the break, though, Cap does hit again. Nick O'Reilly, big surprise, slams it past Gramenos to make it 3-0 for Cap Academy. And I'll tell you, the half couldn't come quick enough for Jinga, down by 3, that's for sure. Unfortunately, Cap adds to the damage in the 43rd minute as O'Reilly crosses for Spencer Wright. Cap looking utterly dominant. They lead Jinga by 4-zip, and then it's O'Reilly with a great pass here to Suki Garcha as he hammers it just over top of the crossbar though. Jinga shows some fight. 57th minute, Logan Reich does what he's been doing all season long, and that's score beautiful goals, this time from 20 yards out, and Jinga cuts the Cap lead down to 4-1, and then a great chance for the tiny terror, Marcelo Flores, as the ball bounces his way here, but Gramenos once again comes up with a big-time save to deny the chance. Cap goalies also having a good game. Tyler Grodinger in to replace Callum Knox makes the nice sprawling save on Jinga's Matin Fagani to keep it a 3-goal budge. Jinga does add one more before it's all said and done, though. Fernando Estrada takes a knock from behind in the box, and the official points to the spot. Coach Kevin DeSerpa decides to have Fagani take it, and he knocks it home to cut the lead in half, but that's as close as they would come. 4-2 Cap is your final. Jinga showed heart to come on strong near the end there. Too little, too late, though. Nick O'Reilly had a big game for Cap, and he was happy with the team's overall effort.
I thought we played very well. On Friday, we were working on what we were doing in the game, such as crossing and combinations, and that's how we won today. I thought Spencer played very well. He got a goal and a few assists and passed the ball to me as well. Some great balls, actually, and I thought he played all around great game.
Well, we've been keeping you updated on Epic's march through the under-14 division of the Ontario Cup this year. The powerful squad just kept on winning, and last Saturday found themselves in the championship final against Oakville Soccer Club. Our thanks to the Epic parents for the game footage. First half, Michael Washington charges in, but the Oakville keeper gets off his line to deny the speedy Epic sniper. All the scoring actually ended up taking place in the second half. Ronaldo Marshall imposing his will on the smaller Oakville defender. He slams it home. Epic take the 1-0 lead, and they were understandably going crazy. Then it's Michael Washington on the attack. He tries to find Moises Corona out front, but it's snagged by the keeper at the last second. Dying seconds of the game now. Mad scramble in the Epic box. They can't clear it. Oakville takes advantage, and we're off to penalty kicks. High drama. The teams matched each other kick for kick, but ultimately, Epic would make all 5 of theirs, while Oakville would end up missing their last 2, and Epic FC, here's the winner. They capture the Ontario Cup Under 14 Championship title. Way to go, boys. So Epic are off to the national championship taking place in Newfoundland this fall. The next day they spoke to us and they were still basking in the glow of their big win.
I mean, it feels great. Like, we're going to nationals for the first time. I mean, for me, that's an accomplishment. All my teammates probably the same. We should do well there. I really like that we won the game yesterday. Oakville, great team, but like, my opinion, we should have played better. We did play a great game, but we should have played better.
It feels awesome. I mean, yesterday we had a pretty tough game, but we managed to win it in the end, and that's what counts. And now we're getting ready to go to Newfoundland in October.
Welcome back to CAF TV. Well, GCS Academy out of Niagara Falls has had a fantastic first season in the CAF Under 14 Supergroup, and a huge part of that success is thanks to the leadership of their captain, Nicholas Andriola. The main man in the midfield has been a rock for GCS all year, and he's got his teammates and head coach singing his praises. Nicholas Andriola is the man in the middle for GCS Academy. He's one of the league's top midfielders for a multitude of reasons.
He's got great vision. He's really good at running with the ball at his feet. He's good for a goal. He's scored a few goals. I'm not exactly sure how many goals he's scored, but yeah, he's good late runs into the box. Just a really good dynamic midfielder, to be honest, box to box player.
I feel like I bring that strength and that core in the midfield. I can always distribute the ball really good. I can always win headers in the air. If anyone's in trouble, I can kind of get them out in trouble, send through balls. I'm good defensively, so.
In past years, Andriola had to drive all the way to Mississauga to play for a top club. Now, he's thankful he can stay in his hometown of Niagara Falls and develop with GCS.
Yeah, it's a lot better just knowing that you can drive, 10, 15 minutes and you can be already on the pitch. Aaron Mills, long drive, an hour and a half, depending on traffic, and it's long nights.
The 14-year-old counts a Spanish powerhouse squad as his favorite team to cheer for.
My favorite team is Real Madrid because there's so many quality players, Bale, Ronaldo, James Rodriguez. I feel like their style of game really kind of suits me, and that's why I was attracted to them.
When it comes to a player comparison, GCS coach Davey Curry goes a bit more old school.
I would say, and it's going to be a huge compliment for him, but I don't even know if he's old enough, but Paul Scholes, like when Paul Scholes was in his prime, that's who he reminds me of. He scores a lot of late goals getting it in the box, but a super quiet guy, doesn't want to talk too much or anything like that. That's who he reminds me of, to be honest, except with brown hair.
What truly separates Andriola from his peers in the eyes of Curry is his leadership and professional approach despite his young age.
He's always the first person at practice, he's the last to leave. He's always at any running that we do, which we don't do a lot of, but any running that we do, he's always there. Anytime we're doing technical work, he's always concentrating. When it comes to practice, he's one of those kids where when he's training, he can get the nonsense out of his head. He knows when to be serious, when it's all right to have a laugh and a joke and that type of thing. And to be a leader, I think that's a really good quality that he has. He's a very quiet leader, but he just leads by example all the time.
He may be quiet, but Andriola also happens to be the resident prankster on GCS.
Yeah, sometimes we play little jokes on each other. I like to keep it loose in the dressing room before we go on.
You snake!
Yeah, Nicholas, he's the silent assassin. He always gets this little look on his face when you know he's up to some type of things, and he'll always be hiding like one guy's shoe, or he'll be like hiding a shin guard or that type of thing, and he'll wait till the last second. Someone will be really panicking, especially because we're so far from home for the game. Somebody will be panicking, thinking they've lost something, and then he'll just pull it out the bag, and he's a good prankster for the team. He's a good kid overall.
Okay, time to take a look at the Yogurdy Supergroup standings, and this, of course, is as of September 18th. Epic FC, your Ontario under-14 champions, on top with 30 points. Still haven't suffered a loss so far this year. GCS in second with 21, and then a three-way tie for third. Burlington, Dragon Force, and Cap Academy, all with 15 points. And then in sixth place, Jenga with 2 wins on the season and 6 points so far. Upcoming games to tell you about: Sunday, September 20th. 3 games, Dragon Force and Burlington. That's at 2 p.m. Epic Academy taking on GCS at 4 p.m. And Dragon Force playing 2 games that day to make up for some lost games they had against Cap Academy at 6 p.m. And note the location, please: Esther Shiner Stadium. And just remember, CAFsoccer.com for all the up-to-date news, stats, and standings from the Canadian Academy of Football.
Hands in. Remember everything we talked about. Remember everything Rafa led to.
GTS. Number 17, Alex Sosali. Number 18, Philip Antolinas. Number 19.
Welcome back to CAF TV. Well, despite their last place standing in the league table, Jenga Academy possessed some of CAF's most talented youngsters. Case in point, Fernando Estrada, the sublime midfielder, is one of the team's leading scorers and brings a multitude of talents to the pitch each time he steps on. Fernando Estrada, this week's player profile, brought to you by Leica Sports. Leica, your passion, our commitment. The first thing that strikes you about Fernando Estrada is his composure. At just 14 years old, he projects a confidence and calm that belies his young age. It's why head coach Kevin De Serpa made him team captain, and it's a role Estrada takes to heart.
As captain, if I'm playing good, everyone has to play good because we're a team. There can't be just one. We're a whole team. We all got to play together. When everyone's down, I think I can bring them up because as a captain, if I show I'm down, everyone goes down. If I'm showing that we can do it and my head's up, everyone will be paying attention, everyone will get their head up.
Fernando brings to the pitch, to the training sessions, to the matches, a leadership that we haven't really seen before. He's well beyond his years when it comes to maturity. He understands the information we want to give him. His effort, his character on the field is to pick up his teammate and drag him along with him if he's not doing his job. These type of traits are unbelievable for a young man like Fernando.
Along with Logan Reich, Estrada is the leading scorer on Jenga. Time and time again, the young squad has relied on him to provide them with a big goal when needed.
Yeah, I love scoring goals. I love putting the ball in the back of the net with any part, left, right, head, like I showed today with my head. And I just love scoring. It's a great thing. As soon as I put it in the back of the net, everyone gets hyped. Everyone is all excited to get more goals in, and
he has a knack around the net where he wants to shoot with both feet. He knows how to take his marker and put it in the corner. This guy is basically the future of Canada soccer.
Another reason Estrada seems mature beyond his years is his attention to all aspects of the game. Yes, he's a scorer, but he's also the first to get back and help his defenders when needed.
I like to put him in front of the defenders as the last midfielder, the most defensive midfielder, because he has the vision and he has the control to be able to lead the play up and also stop the play from coming. So for him, his responsibilities, I can't give one because he does everything. He wants to do everything and he's capable of doing everything. We don't want him to do everything. We want him to do his role. He does that and more.
Yeah, it's my position. It doesn't bother me. I love going back and forth. I love helping the team any way I can. Going back, up and down, I don't think it's a problem. I have the fitness to do it and it's not a problem for me.
Coach De Serpa can't say enough good things about his star player and sees big things in the future for the midfielder.
And he has all the skill and all the abilities of some of the greatest players right now. So all he has to do, to be completely honest, is continue so that he can reach those goals that he really wants, because he has the capabilities and everybody's been seeing it every single game.
As for Estrada, his eyes are fixed on making it to the highest level.
Professionally, I want to get to the top. I want to be the best. I want to play top level. I want to play for Real Madrid. That's the biggest goal. I want to play for the national team. I want to show that I'm capable of playing professionally, and I believe I can. With the help of my coaches, I believe I can make it, and I just got to keep pushing, keep concentrating, keep focusing, and hopefully I'll get there.
Okay, time for the CAF Countdown, the top 5 plays of the week, brought to you by Focus Integrative Therapy. Focus, dedicated to your ongoing health and wellness. Number 5, Nick O'Reilly crosses for Spencer Wright, who one-times the beauty past the Jenga keeper in a 4-2 CAP win. Number 4, Ronaldo Marshall on the biggest stage fights off the defender to notch a clutch goal for Epic in the Ontario Cup final last weekend, which of course they won. Beautiful, guys. Number 3, Cameron Warren of GCS with the one-timer tucks it just under the bar for the gorgeous score. Number 2, Logan Reich being Logan Reich from 20 yards out. That is a sweet goal. Unfortunately, it was in a losing cause, but he had a great game for Jenga. And number 1, Alessandro Procaccini of DFC absolutely robs Ronaldo Marshall from point-blank range. Nice stop, keeper. That is our Focus Integrative Play of the week. And our Supergroup Super Player, the top player of the Under-14 Supergroup last weekend, brought to you by Phillips Moving and Storage. Phillips will get you there. And it's the aforementioned Procaccini. He was absolutely shelled all game by the powerful Epic snipers. Time and time again, though, he came up with huge saves to keep DFC in the game. This one could have been a lot worse than 3-0 if not for him. Alessandro, you are our Super Player of the Week. And that is all the time we've got for this week. Just remember, though, there are lots of different ways you can keep up to date with all the age groups of the Canadian Academy of Football. Check out the league website at cafsoccer.com or on Twitter at CAF_football. And you can follow our Facebook page as well. Thanks so much for tuning in, folks. I'll see you next week for more CAF TV.